Yo, what's going on, everybody? Back with another video. Today's verse of the day is: in times of disaster, the blameless will not wither. In days of famine, they will enjoy plenty. Psalms 37:19. All right, let's get into today's recap. So I took a loss today, but you guys may be asking, why am I not angry or pretty sad about this loss? It took a $200 loss. Bro, this is jack shit. I used 4 micros today, I think, or 5. I think it was 4 micros, I believe. Yeah, 4, bro. 4 micros. I took 1 break even and 1 loss. My gosh, why was I wasn't upset. I was confident in the setup. I liked the setup. And I was risking $200, so I was like, I don't give a fuck about $200. So it took a loss, and it's fine, bro, because I'm using such little size, bro. It doesn't matter, So I'm going to go over the trade that was a banger today that I would have taken, but I was sadly in class, and when I was able to look at the charts, the move was already at the highs, so I was like, I'm not going to catch this, so whatever. But let's go over today. So coming into today, I had this high marked out and then this hourly gap marked out that was filled prior, but I wanted to see it as another target just because of all this low resistance. Liquidity built up. So I wanted these lows swept that open, tap this hourly gap, and then continue higher. So what happens? This hourly gap gets filled. Pretty sure we have an SMT. Yeah, we have an SMT, so the 749 low. This low. Bro, this was an A+ setup. My gosh. Man, I really wish I could have taken this. We get this SMT at the low. NQ resweeps too, bro. Oh my gosh. Deadass, it doesn't get better than this. Holy smokes. You get a CISD here. I think this 1 minute gap. This would have been my entry. Wait. Okay, I probably would have waited for both of these candles to print. Saw how the next one printed. Taps this gap. Taps EQ for this range. Depending on how the next gap was or the next candle printed, I would have entered, probably stopped below that low, targeting this high and then this hourly gap as well. Let's see what would have happened. Alright, so we get this still in. Alright, and then we inverse this 1 minute gap that also would have been an amazing entry. Bro, this is just such an A+ setup, bro. Like A+ setup, bro. Probably would have went break even when either these highs got taken or these highs got taken. That's a good break even. And then just look how this prints, man. Like, oh my gosh, 156 points, 1 to 4 risk to reward with stops. You could have put stops below this low and still got a 1 to 4. I would probably put it below this candle just because candle. So I'm risking already 35 points on that. But dog, like, why? This delivery, these past 2 days, yesterday and today, have presented such good setups with longs, bro. Like, this was A+, man. Like, such a good trade. Now that I'm looking at it, such a good trade. Holy smokes. I really wish I could have taken this. I mean, I'm hoping tomorrow. I think I can trade the morning, so we'll see. But maybe I can catch a good trade. Price continues to deliver like this. I tossed $4,000, 10 shares of Robinhood, 4 shares of NVIDIA, 5 shares of this stock, or 6 shares of this stock that I think is going to do well. I forget what it's called. And then I bought 2 shares of QQQ, which is the NASDAQ ETF. Because, I mean, NASDAQ's going to go to all-time highs soon. So I was like, why not just toss it in? Probably I could have got a better entry because I kind of entered it like late, but it doesn't matter. It's just long-term investing. But yeah, this was an A+ setup. I'm going to go over my trade now. So, and the reasoning behind this trade. So we end up tapping this. I drew out my standard deviation levels. Now, I don't use this a lot of the times, but I do use it sometimes. What is standard deviation? You draw it out, liquidity sweep, and then you draw out the manipulation leg, so to the break structure, which is right here. This is a break structure to the upside. And so this is our manipulation leg to the downside to then continue higher, because we're trying to find our level for higher. And what does it align with perfectly? Negative 2.5 aligns with constant encroacher, this hourly gap. So already, to be honest with you guys, I didn't see this 15-minute gap at the start. Well, actually, I did see it, which is why. Let me go over this. So we get this. I don't know if there's an SMT yet. No. There ends up being an SMT at some point. Oh, I think I okay, so this was the first trade, break-even trade here. I take this trade right here. Inverse gap, short. Stop like right there. And I went break-even here. So I go break-even, and then it comes back up, stops me out. Then I was done on the live account. And then I'm still convinced shorts just because we had this unfilled 30-minute gap down here. Yes, we are in between a 15-minute, but this also aligns with this low as well. So I was thinking maybe a resweep to then continue higher. So this 30-minute was just my target. So I waited. It kind of chopped. Reswept this high. We get an SMT at this high right here. Pretty sure. Yeah. So we got an SMT at this high. We inverse this gap. I was in right here. This is my trade. Stop right above this high, just targeting, I guess, 80 points, 70 points to this. 30-minute unfilled. We chopped for like an hour. Yeah, and I eventually got stopped out. So, all good, but wonder if we went to it. Holy, we chopped for a while. Nah, we just ended up shooting up. So yeah, not a horrible day, but that was basically my way of thinking today. I definitely 1000% if I was looking at the charts at that time, if I could, because of school, unfortunately. I would have taken that long 1000%. I would have banked, but it's all good. So the other Charbel actually took the long, but he closed early thinking when this move down happened, he thought that it was going to resweep, which I don't blame him, but that's a rule break, so I wouldn't have closed there. And if I did, I would have re-entered off this inverse gap. So that's him though, and then he ended up taking a $500 loss. I also added this liquidation and block, so if I go over this, the accounts are going to be locked. Man, I really think I can pass these accounts if I get lucky with my classes letting me trade, and if the price action stays like this, because to be honest, this is great delivery, bro. Like even if it's just from 9:30 to 10, that's amazing delivery. So yeah, that's it for today's video, but man, I think I bought. Damn, bro. I think I bought QQQ at like the top of this candle, like dead ass. I knew I should have waited. Hold on, I don't have my phone, but I knew I should have waited for this 4 hour to get filled. That would have been such a good entry. Let me actually check. This is. It's 4 hour. Huh. Maybe QQQ didn't retrace. Interesting. Oh, this is replay mode. Fuck. Yeah, I did retrace shit. Yeah. 3 points. I know that's not how it works. Yeah, I think I entered it up 3,626. I'm just gonna wait for it to go back to all-time highs. I won't make much, but we might not. Just hold it. But that's it for today's video, guys. Hopefully I can pass these accounts. And yeah, hopefully you have a good day tomorrow. See y'all boys in the next one. Peace.